spooky season. And just add in a little extra creepiness. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th.
Ooh. Okay, so Friday the 13th, we all know the superstitions, the phobias, but here to talk about what could be in store for this Friday the 13th. And what does it really mean? He is a psychic therapist and spiritual teacher. Welcome, Vincent Genna. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, it's great to be here, Kara. Thank you for inviting me, and Scott.
It's a pleasure to see you. Why do people freak out over the number 13? I notice it's missing from buildings. It's missing from...
Yeah, they don't put it
They don't put it on elevators.
Although Taylor Swift, it's her favorite number.
Yeah, it is an excellent number, by the way. It's actually in numerology one of the highest vibrational spiritual numbers that there is.
Good spiritual? Or
because it makes a 4?
No, it's you keep 13 as 13 because it represented the 12 disciples and Jesus, right? 12 tribes of Israel and Moses. So 13 is a very high vibrational number. It's also an angel number, okay? But we are such a superstitious species that we turned it into an unlucky number. And do you know why?
Why?
Once again, for religious reasons. Because there were 13 men seated at the Last Supper, and one of them was the betrayer.
Yes,
so
Judas.
Right away, the thought. Then Jesus was crucified on Friday the 13th. Once the Gregorian calendar was set in, oh, they see Friday the 13th. That's when Jesus was. Oh, my gosh. No, that's a bad number. Okay. Then also the Knights Templar, they were the soldiers who guarded the Vatican and the Pope, right? All right. Well, they were all massacred. Guess what? On a Friday the 13th, once again.
Wow.
So everybody thought that that was so bad and superstitious rather than thinking it was a very high important number. And it just so happens that they were executed or Jesus was crucified on Friday the 13th. So we turned it into an unlucky number because your belief systems will manifest. So if you believe that it's an unlucky day, guess what's going to happen on a Friday the 13th? Boom. You're going to trip. You're going to fall. You're going to be late for work. You're going to get a flat tire. Something is going to happen only because you're empowering the bad luck of it. There is no such thing as luck. And all superstitions. Look, there's a guy walking down the street and there is a building and there's a ladder there and the guy is painting on top of the ladder, right? And this guy who's walking down the street's not paying attention to anything, walks under the ladder, painter drops the paint can, hits the guy in the head. Oh my gosh, it's horrible and bad luck to walk under a ladder. How about it's bad luck to walk anywhere if you're not paying attention? Or that same guy is walking, continuing down the street, and he looks at the beautiful little black cat that's sitting in front of him, and he keeps walking and walks right into a tree. Once again, not paying attention, but it must be the black cat's fault.
Yeah.
We always try to blame something else for our own foolishness and choices that we make that may not be so great. That's where it started from.
Okay.
But Friday the 13th is a great day. And just like Taylor Swift says it's a great number, anybody who believes that it's a great number and a great day will have great fortune coming to them because they'll manifest that.
We don't get what we want, we get what we believe, right? So this is a good way to change our beliefs.
Kara, you got to join me. We got to go do an event together because you got it.
You and I are kismet. I got the angel numbers. I'm wearing my 444 right now.
There you are. That's a very high spiritual and angel number. That is a direct connection with those angels whenever you see those numbers. It's always about something positive. We as humans always make something negative, right? But before there was negative, there was always positive. Before there was fear, there was always love. And so once we detached from that, then all of the negative stuff came in. Hey, look, when we were in the beginning, we thought that the lightning bolts were bad and demons that are going to hurt us or gods that are going to hurt us. The storms, the rain, the earthquakes, and all of that, they were all individual gods. And we were so superstitious that we started from that. That's actually a foundation for us that we build upon rather than remembering that we are positive. So yes, what you believe. But Kara, what you believe in your deep unconscious mind, not just your conscious mind. It's what you believe down there. That's what my book is all about. I wrote a book all about that.
That is wonderful.
Yes, and we're almost out of time, but just tell us the name of the book, because I was reading it a little bit on Amazon. It's The Secret That's Holding You Back. You really get into the spiritual psychology of everything, and it's really fascinating. So we only have like 40 seconds. Do you have any predictions? Because I know you do live psychic readings.
Oh, yes. You got another television show that you're doing. It's not just a local one. It's something bigger. And it's do you do any acting, Kara? Because there is some opportunity to come up to actually be in a show. So that is coming up for you. And that's in 2024. So be looking forward to that. That's going to be something good, a contract coming your way in regards to that. Scott, you're supposed to write a book. Have you started one already? Because there's a lot of words that you've got to get out there into the world, but you seem to be procrastinating or putting it aside every so often. So what's going on with that?
I don't know. I'm reading a book. I'm not quite sure I'm writing one anytime soon, but now that you've manifested it, I'm going to have to go and do it.
You're going to have to do it. I can help you.
You have to. You've got great words to say, which is why you're on a show like this, but they also need to be out there into the world. And so there is a story in there. Don't worry about the details of it. Albert Einstein said, tell me what God is thinking. The details I don't need to know. Inspirations are signs of what you're supposed to be doing. And the details will come to you once you proclaim and said, all right, I'm going to write a book. And then all of a sudden you start getting ideas and thoughts, because that's how the universe conspires to help us. So you sit down and write that book, because it's going to be real well.
All right.
Very successful.
We got to let you go, but we want you back. Come on back before Halloween.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to.
All right.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Vincent.
Good to see you. And, you can go find out more information on and get Vincent's book, vincentgenna.com. It's right on the screen right now. Facebook, Instagram, follow him. And he does do psychic readings as well.
What a hoot. Love
there
him.
you go. 13. It's not a bad number.